Ncuti Gatwa.
Who?
Ncuti Gatwa.
Who?
He spoke to the Rolling Stone.
What a big shot.
We'll link this article down below. A lot of you have probably seen things online about it already, but it's an amazing interview. Really well done. I think Rolling Stone is a pretty solid mag. This article goes through stuff about like sex education, about Barbie, and brief sort of splatters of Doctor Who. Okay, this is a favourite of mine. My doctor is emotionally vulnerable. He hides it with humour, but he's lonely. I love that we already have like a thing. It's obviously not an arc, but it's a flaw in his character. And I just feel like that's something that we've sort of been missing the last few years. Jodie had her flaws as a doctor, but I don't think it was ever something that was properly addressed. So I'm happy that Ncuti out the gate is like, this is sort of my doctor, and he's not okay. He's emotionally vulnerable.
Bro, is he me right now? Jeez.
He's all of us. One of us. One of us.
I think it's great. I love us already. I think it's funny because I'm sure you could describe Jodie's doctor like that, but I can guarantee you they will do it 10 times better.
Definitely.
Like, I feel like she was like that, but they'll do it better here. Yeah, I love that.
Like Jodie,
we need that.
Jodie had the whole thing, like, she doesn't open up about her emotions, keeps you bottled in. We hardly ever saw ramifications for that. We saw her lose her shit like once or twice.
Yeah.
And other than that, I wish we saw more of that.
So I can't say much more than that. I don't want to spoil anything, but he's also energetic. The poor cameraman struggled to keep up.
Yeah, I love the idea of this cameraman being like, trying to get the focus, trying to get the pans and tilts right. But
well, that's a comment that you made very early on when he got announced that you were like, in sex ed, he's so energetic. He's always moving. He's always doing something.
Yeah, I love like there's scenes in sex ed where he'll just be talking and then he'll just like jump and like grab himself and almost do like a pull up onto like a
you
mentioned that,
yeah. You mentioned like a pull-up or something, and I think that's kind of like the Ncuti Gatwa effect. I think he'll bring into every character that he does in a way. I'm sure we'll see it in Ken when he does like backflips, front flips.
Yeah,
singing. I think it's cool, man. Yeah, again, like all this stuff that's been said so far is just perfect.
An important thing with actors getting roles is them finding something within their roles that they can really relate to, and I think what Ncuti says next is really important. This person survived a genocide. This person fits in everywhere and nowhere. I am the doctor. The doctor is me. I decided that I had to get this role. I think that's so important. We know that Gatwa and his family fled from Rwanda. They escaped a genocide against the Tutsi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Minority. They settled in Scotland in the end. So I think that's awesome that he latched onto that plot point, which I think is something we don't sort of hear people necessarily getting that from the whole Time War plot often. So it's awesome to see Ncuti really resonate with a previous plot point in Doctor Who, and he's obviously bringing that into his character. Thank God Chibnall destroyed Gallifrey again, and he can still carry that on with him.
No, you're so right. I totally got that from it as well. The whole idea of the Doctor's past and this genocide that he did like commit. I also think like there's a reason why he's saying something like that. I do think it'll play a good part in the series. You know, I really do think it'll have like an emotional weight on his character. And I couldn't be more happy about that. I think it's something that I feel like was lacking in the last era a little bit for me personally. So to have that back would be great. I love John Pertwee, the third Doctor's outfit. He told Rolling Stone UK. Lovely velvet jackets and frilly shirts. I feel a connection to him. Our doctors are the only two who dress like sluts. Gatwa laughed.
Peak. I think that's...
How good is that?
Now
that is so good.
That's a showman. That's a man that loves a good laugh, and I'm a...
Absolutely. And again, like him mentioning John Pertwee, I think that it's great. And he even mentioned a thing like I did like a binge watch, of from like season 1. Great. Like, I think this is the kind of stuff that you should be doing. Yeah, I thought that whole thing was great. And he honestly just seems like you were saying the other day in the group chat, like he just seems like a solid dude. Like he just seems really cool. And again, open up about, fleeing his country of birth, like going to therapy, the backlash from people for him being the first black doctor, the fact that he's gay. Like, yeah, I think he's just a great human being. Outside of even being the doctor, I think he's just a great representation of being yourself, and the fact that he's a doctor, perfect casting if you ask me.
And I love that he's sort of bringing that energy we think into his role of the doctor, because Ncuti obviously as someone that goes to therapy, he clearly But he's like a real funny dude. So the whole idea of him being emotionally vulnerable and covering that up with laughter and banter, I feel like that's a bit of Ncuti in there, you know. So I'm on board with that.